Committee on National Defense, Senator Lacson. On behalf of the Senate, I'd like to express our deepest condolences and sympathy to Bayan Muna Representative Cullamat for the loss of our daughter, Jerilyn. Our thoughts and prayers are with you and your entire family. May your beautiful memories sustain and bring comfort to you during this difficult time. On behalf of the Senate. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. As a caveat, as far as we are concerned, a dead NPA rebel or a dead soldier is only as bad and tragic as a dead Filipino. For we see no difference at all, except probably because that they had fought and died for. Anyway, we will pick up where we left off last week. Since Representative Sara Ilago is not present, the chairman will recognize Congressman Colmenares and Congressman Tino. But first with a question, because this was left hanging, or this still hanging. There were allegations made by some resource persons, particularly the rebel returnees, Miss Ivy Corpin and Joy Sagino. He is not around, he's not present. Okay. They allege that they saw you as well as Representative Ilago on some occasions, and also Congressman Casiño. Now, the chairman would just like to ask you if you confirm or deny the allegations made by the persons that I mentioned. And from there, you can proceed with your statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yes, there was an allegation in the last hearing, for example, that I went to Mindanao and that I met with this commission in Mindanao. That is not true, Mr. Chair. I did not meet any commission doon sa Mindanao, and electoral yun, Mr. Chair, in preparation for the 2016, I may have gone on that date, and I met some of our allies or supporters there, but hindi totoo po yan. And of course, we challenge the persons who made the allegation to prove it. But the person who alleged that, Mr. Chair, actually claimed during the hearing na wala naman siyang personal knowledge, na ikwento lang sa kanya yon. So the other witnesses mentioned Congresswoman Sara Ilago having an underground CPP meeting at the UP College of Law. Mr. Chair, hindi totoo rin yun. And I've discussed this with Congresswoman Ilago. And who defines whether it's an underground CPP meeting or not? Tsaka nasa UP College of Law. Wala na ba talagang mapagmitingan ang CPP, Mr. Chair? Na doon pa mismo sa UP College of Law. So we expressly and categorically deny this allegation. And we again make this challenge. You imputed a crime against us. Di talagang walang patunguhan ito. He said, she said ito. Please go na lang to courts. Hindi yung prescription. Hindi yung designation. You've imputed a crime, go for a criminal case. Kasi prescription and designation, Mr. Chair, bababa ang level of evidence niyan, substantial evidence sa prescription, doon naman sa designation, probable cause nga lang, Mr. Chair. So that is my reply, at least, to the allegations of the witnesses, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Yeah, Teddy.
Mr. Chair, in the first place, I do not know any of these witnesses, so I have never met them before. In the case of Mr. Celis, we were colleagues in the College Editors Guild. That was more than 20 years ago, and later on in Bayan. So of course, we got to meet each other, but I have never encountered any of these witnesses in any meetings. And in the first place, Mr. Chair, I was in Congress for 9 years. I went around the country for many times, met so many people, had so many people take pictures of me. That is not proof of anything. But again, Mr. Chair, I deny, I do not even know these people except for Mr. Celis. Thank you.
That's clear enough. It's unfortunate na wala rito si Representative Lago because ito yung sa TSN, and just for the record, November 24, 2020 to 0.04 or 2:04 PM. Ano. Ito yung portion lang. So, portion ng testimony ni Mr. Joy Saglino or Saglino. On the right side also, Mr. Chairman, that was January 2018, I was with Representative Sara Ilago. So the activity that time, Mr. Chairman, is the Kabataan Party List aims to conduct a student consultation of the students and student publication of Cotabato City State Polytechnic College. So that time, Mr. Chairman, I was there. I was with Congresswoman Sara Ilago. Also at the middle is Angelica Reyes, the National President of Kabataan Party List. At the back of the car, Mr. Chairman, were cadres of the Communist Party of the Philippines operating in Cotabato City, and so forth and so on. So, yes, you may now proceed.
Oh, it's my turn, Mr. Chair. Salamat, Mr. Chair, and thank you for the opportunity.
But later, pagka si Congresswoman Ilago would be willing to be at least virtually present, she can refute or reply to this allegation.
Yes.
But yes,
Before answering